Hi, I'm Edison.
I'm DC.
And welcome to Femmes React. We are watching Bad Buddy. I'm watching the show with DC, who I met here in Australia, but DC lives in America. Do you want to do a self-introduction? DC, tell us about yourself.
I've been watching BLs for a number of years. Like I first started with Lotus. I also stream video games over on Twitch at DC from DC.
Do you want me to put a link somewhere for your Twitch?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I can do that. What are your favorite BLs? What's your top three?
My top three are, you'll probably disagree, Game Boys. I actually saw that twice. And Until We Meet Again, I like the slow pace and all that. And I'm gonna throw a shout out just to Pearl Next Door, because I just don't think there's enough of GL. Yeah, I really liked their story and it was something different.
So, do you know anything about Bad Buddy?
They're a bunch of buddies and they're bad. Yeah, I know nothing about it.
I think out of the upcoming BLs for 2021 that were being released by GMMTV, this was the one I was looking most forward to, just because I really enjoyed the actor in his previous BLs. Like, the only caveat for GMMTV is that they're not very spicy when it comes to intimacy, so I'm kind of like, I'm not even sure if there's going to be a kiss. Like, there wasn't even meant to be a kiss for 1,000 stars, so...
GMMTV is kind of like McDonald's. They're like the McDonald's of, like, BL production houses. They mass produce and it's quick, it's easy. If you're hungry, it'll do well. But if you're looking for some good meal, something succulent, something flavorful, you may want to not do that.
Maybe this might change
my
things.
Opinion.
Yeah, they're kind of comforting to me because Sodas was also like my first BL. I was gonna gush about I do like I think he's very cute and handsome. I don't know. Okay, so we've got like a COVID disclaimer because it was filmed in COVID, so I think with that in mind, I can give like some concessions because it could have been difficult to do that.
So that's why they didn't kiss. Right.
That's probably why they're not kissing, because of COVID.
Right. COVID been around long years, huh?
I kind of love squeaky duck voice. It's very endearing.
If you like ducks.
I love ducks. They're very cute.
You know you're not supposed to feed them bread, right?
Yeah.
Don't feed bread when you go on a date with them. It's a good fight scene for BL.
I'm not a fan of rough boys. Even the mums are involved. If I was married to a petty dad, I don't think I would get involved in his business.
Do everything. When you're married, you're supposed to be everything.
You mean like a team?
Yep.
I'm like, I'm like, no, I'm not getting involved in your petty fight.
It's a regular Romeo and Romeo.
I can't tell. Okay, right there. It's hard to tell the little boys apart. But yeah, so they're at university? Okay, they're at university.
Yeah, they're at university. I'm still like, I'm enamored with the dad.
You love the dad? Enamored as in you love? Or?
I'm not, and I don't know him. I can't love him. He's a DILF. I want to try that one day.
The ads are working.
The ads are working. Like, I sometimes go onto Amazon to see if I can't get stuff. Eating chocolate ice cream while wearing a white shirt.
Yeah, I think his character is grubby.
How would you combine their name? Would it be Pratt? Pran and Pat.
Yeah, no, their names are hard to put together. Panrat? This is the turning point. Oh my god, it's like Taylor Swift in that music video. They can like talk to each other through the window.
Yeah, but it's like a sheer curtain, so you could still like see him.
Like, obviously they're gonna fall in love eventually. I wonder though if they're already in love. Secretly. Maybe Pran is already in love? Is this his memory box? Yeah, okay.
Freshie.
A music festival?
I hate that term.
Freshie?
Yes, I hate that term. I heard it first when coming to Australia.
I've never used that word ever.
That's why I agreed to do this for you, and that's why I still talk to you, because you've never used that term.
They're like, have you ever gotten into a gang fight? Well, here's the printer for you. Wait, okay.
Like, no one has peripheral vision. No one, yes, can see out the corner of the eye.
I love the change of pace. It's like, oh hey, we're finally fighting to romance. Wait, his name is Pot, and his sister's name is Pa?
Okay, it's Pa, Pat, Pran. So she came up to give him a ride from his campus to his campus?
From the campus to the dorm, I think?
But dorms are usually on campus.
Why did she go into...
Alright, if she can't swim.
I'm confused because I can't tell the children apart.
Pat is Pa's, their siblings. And Pran, yes, Pran saves Pa.
And that's why Pa has no ill feelings towards Pran. And Pran really likes smiley faces. Evidently. They're doing this Taylor Swift You Belong With Me stuff. Wait, I'm confused. They live next door, but he also lives at the dorm on campus? What does his shirt say?
Did you Dick Cheney?
I'd rather hunt with Dick Cheney than ride
with Ted Kennedy.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean from someone who knows about American things?
I'm going to make sure I say this whole shirt. Okay, so the thing about Dick Cheney is that Dick Cheney, when he was vice president, his friend went hunting with him. And then Dick Cheney accidentally shot him in the face.
Oh my God.
Dick Cheney actually look this up. Dick Cheney accidentally shot his friend in the face, right? As vice president. And then what was so wild about it was that the friend got on TV to apologize to the president for putting his family through so much trauma.
Okay, that's an absurd t-shirt. Pa wants to protect Pran because Pa is his sister and he wants to do a favor for his sister. She wants...
No, whatever. He got some feeling for him.
You're like, I just want to protect you because I love ya.
Oh, I want to protect you for my sister. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I mean, Pran did save her from drowning in that puddle, so...
That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I feel if someone saved your life, you owe them for a long time. Or you
Really.
you want to repay the favor somehow. I don't know.
Just give him $5.
I love a guy who can say I'm sorry. Oh, oops, it's Drake. Oh my God, Drake, you ruined everything.
Yes, he does.
Of course you do, Drake.
Yeah, Daddy, hit me. Hit me. This is some like real S&M type stuff.
Well, it's great because it's all done with consent. So I think I'm getting the premise of the show and I'm into it. I feel like these boys have always had a soft spot for each other, but because of their families, they've had to compete for their approval.
But I think even when they were out by the trash cans, their family wasn't around and they just like...
That's true. They were fighting at the trash can. I don't know. Sometimes when you want to get someone's attention, you be an asshole to them.
Is that how it works? Is that what you do?
It's like negging, right? That's what I thought the dads were doing to each other at first, but I'm like, okay, they're married and they have kids, so.
Right. But you never know.
You never know. Maybe the dads will get together.
Oh, that would be so awesome if the dads get together.
I thought he got fake punched. Okay.
No, he got real punch.
He's gonna put the cream on Pat, and it'll be romantic. It'll be a romantic cream application scene.
Oh, the writers dashed your hopes.
What happened to all the fan service? I guess they're socially distancing.
มึงว่าอะไรกูไปดิฮะงี้ก็เท่ากับกูแอดเฟรนด์มึงดิแล้วทำไมกูต้องแอดวะอย่างนี้เง่าดิสิงั้นมึงก็แอดกูมาดิ
Ooh.
The euphemisms. Oh my god.
I love it. Okay, so I do love it when there's translations, but then they also have the cultural, like, oh, this is a euphemism for this.
It's universal. I mean, we're all human beings.
พร้อมยังหนึ่งสองสาม
We love a verse relationship.
I kind of do. I think anything that sort of like innovates from the trope, and when you have those sort of like in quotes gendered roles, the stereotypes are kind of more enforced, and sometimes you do want to break away from the sort of masc femme dichotomy, and when there is that sort of like bottom energy, it's sometimes way too submissive for my liking in BL.
I don't want to get into queer theory right now, but yeah, especially when outside the heteronormative discourse is supposed to be something different, but yet it's still copying those whole power dynamics and all of that gets transferred into the community. There is no emancipation from the greater structural dominance. So yeah,
Totally.
I'm trying to like not go there and just enjoy it and not turn my brain off. No. So yes, I agree with you.
Like BL shows or LGBT shows or queer shows don't necessarily have to
But they do that in order to make it
universally appeal to.
Right. To the masses and say, hey, we're not like that. We're just like you and we can be just like. But you know what? You should be different and people still accept you no matter what.
He dropped his watch. Okay. And he returned it, and this is his first memory of love.
มันขาดแล้วงั้นวันหลังถ้ามึงจะให้กูช่วยอะไรก็บอกมาแล้วกัน
Just call on me. I'll be there.
คนอื่นนะเว้ยเดี๋ยวเขาคิดว่าเราเป็นเพื่อนกัน
Aww, so that's why it's called Bad Buddy. Because he doesn't want to be his buddy? He's a bad buddy as in a bad friend? I feel like there's something.
He doesn't want to be a good one.
Yeah, there's something there. I can't believe he still thinks of that moment with this watch.
It wasn't that long ago. They have short lives.
I dig the theme for Pran. I kind of get his character more than I get Pat's. Pran has a bit more of an aesthetic going. I guess because he's an architect, he has to be more creative.
So you just like his aesthetic more than the other. Yeah.
I feel like he's got more to like latch onto as a person.
Big calves.
I love this 80s revival of music. Like they had it at Fish Upon the Sky. Are they dorm neighbors as well?
Mm-hmm.
This is totally... Wait, turn the music up. It's totally like a Madonna song. I don't know what it is though.
It's a very 80s like synth pop.
It's like, I see you on the street as I walk on by. Oh baby. It's Open Your Heart. That was it. It was Open Your Heart.
Open your...
Yeah. Okay, preview. Wait, he doesn't know that they're opposites?
Nope.
Classic. Oh, this is romantic. like the music vibes. Oh, I don't know. I'm just really into the 80s. Oh, this is kind of showing what's coming up, and I'm digging it. And they're secretly holding hands. That is so cute. Maybe they are gonna kiss. I have hope.
I like the little...
Okay, well, that was the first episode of Bad Buddy. I thought the first episode of Bad Buddy was pretty good as a setup. I really got a grasp of the premise, obviously the backstory and the rivalry between them, but then the secret sort of like longing. Fran is secretly wishing that he could get closer to Pat because he has that memory box, so he's cultivated these feelings since he was a child.
There's probably also some more things in that memory box.
It's interesting that we're sort of getting that perspective from Fran, but we're not sure what he's thinking at this point. I do like the tension between the characters where they have respect for each other and they want to kind of like each other, but there's all these extenuating circumstances, like the family and the faculty rivalry. Is it like a classic sort of like trope? But it's
Romeo and Juliet.
It's kind of good. Yeah.
Well, hopefully they won't like do like some other shows and like beat a dead horse with the whole they hate each other and just like keep doing that.
But I can't wait to see, what happens when the family finds out. What's gonna happen there?
Of course that's gonna happen in like the 11th episode.
Right, the family's gonna be like, you can't be together, and they'll separate them and they'll be like, nah.
The cursed episode, the cursed second to last episode, and then someone will come out and doesn't matter, they should be together.
The family will have a resolution, they'll be civil, and then the dads will admit their love for each other.
And then the moms will admit they love each other. And then Pat will be the only one just sitting around, just like...
Right, but she made it happen, She's kind of the orchestrator. She was like, I forced you to be friends with him because he saved my life because I swam in a puddle and drowned. I
swam into water when I knew I couldn't swim.
I don't know what is with these shows and drowning as well, because it happened in Tonhon Chunlati and 1,000 Stars.
Yeah.
And it's always comedic to me because the drowning looks really fake. I was kind of pleasantly surprised by the amount of thigh I got for this episode. I was like, that's a whole leg. That's great. Thank you.
And like you've already mentioned already, I can't clearly see who's the top, who's the bottom, or who's masked, or who's submissive or anything like that. So,
well, I think that's what the casting director said in an interview, that he wanted to cast two guys that had similar energies.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this being said, it gives me a really mass for mass vibe.
That's something that's prevalent in the whole community. I mean, in the whole industry. I would love some kind of femboy representation because we did not get that in Fish Upon the Sky. Actually, in Fish Upon the Sky, the feminine person was a stalker, from what I remember. So that wasn't the best. No, we're not saying that there's a track record of femme erasure or a good femme representation. But I'd like to see some positive femme representation. And Chonlati barely counted for me. I guess that's it for us for Bad Buddy episode 1. Thank you for watching our reactions. Right, I forgot to say, our reactions are coming in the middle of the week, so not right after the episode airs, just because of our schedules. But if you're watching our reactions, thank you for your patience, and I hope you enjoy them, and I hope to see you again for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!